Hello, hello. Hey guys, just doing a quick test today. Had to update the streaming software, so you don't know how that goes. You update a piece of software and then you've got to reconfigure everything again. But looks like it's I don't need to reconfigure much. You guys let me know if everything is coming across okay. As far as I can tell on my end, it is, but you know, that's just my end. I don't know what's going on your end. So let me know, folks, so I can see and I can make sure that this update worked. I was kind of putting off the update for a few weeks and it kept bugging me. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it today. And then if something crashes, I'll figure it out. I don't have a live stream schedule until Monday anyway, so it's a good time to do it. So let me know if it's going okay and you guys can hear and see me okay and it's not buffering and it's not doing all kinds of crazy stuff on YouTube. My mic is set up the same way. My guitar is going through, I believe. All good? All right, cool. Just playing the R6 today, doing some tweaking with the Helix a little bit earlier. What software? I'm just using it's the live streaming software that I use, and it's called Live Stream Studio. It's a Vimeo. If you've got a Vimeo premium account, it comes with it. It used to be called something else. It's really it's more of a broadcast type of setup. So I have a streaming, or I guess a live, what am I trying to say? A Vimeo premium account with work. So I have access to this software. So I downloaded it and I use it just because a lot of the professional live streamers and streaming companies use this type of software with the same type of interface. It's more broadcast type of stuff. So I figure if I'm using it to do my own live streams, I'm learning it at the same time and I'm familiar with it. So if I ever get a different type of contract or I have to go work with a live streaming company that's using this software other than the TriCasters that I'm used to, then I'll be all set. So that's what this is. And there was an update on it last week. I believe it came out and I didn't do it because I was just trying to hold off because you have to reconfigure stuff sometimes. But this one looks like I don't have to reconfigure too much because it seems to be working. So let's keep our fingers crossed that that's what's happening and that I don't have to do too much else to it and the update is okay. Joe Hervey, what's going on, brother? Lefty Mike, howdy. Chicken Guitars, today's a day for a live stream test. Yeah, I just turned on my iPad like about 20 minutes ago, and I saw that you did a live stream, so going to go back and check that out because I was doing some other work on the computer and I wasn't even getting any notifications or anything on my iPad because I wasn't looking at it. So I will go check that out, Chicken Guitars, and I know you're on with Live Wires next week, so that'll be cool. Live Wires is a cool show. I really like that show. It's one of my favorites. So that'll be fun. Dr. Guitars, speaking of Live Wires, there he is. David Ennis, how are you, brother? And let's see, Bobby Clipper's in here too. Cool. And he says it looks good, sounds good. All right, well, that's good to hear because I didn't want to have to reconfigure stuff and have to start rerouting. And it's just, when your system is complicated, it's a lot of fun. Joe Irvy, you need a P90 guitar? Yeah, I think everybody should have a P90 guitar. New guitar day coming soon. Cool. Well, if it's what I think it is, because I was watching your show last night and you were kind of saying that you were interested in one that Zane had. So if it's that one, cool. I guess I'll wait. I won't spoil it for anybody else who doesn't know, but if that's the one. Yeah, this is the R6. It's basically a P90 Les Paul with a Pretty big neck, actually. The neck is bigger than my R9. It's pretty. It's hard to see on camera. Oh, sorry. It's hard to see on camera, really, but it's really comfortable. I really like it. When I tried it, I wasn't sure, but I started playing with some of the R6s at NAMM and stuff, and I was like, man, this neck really feels good, even though it is a little bigger than the R9. And it's a very light guitar compared to, if you buy a P90 Gibson, well, the new Gibson standards, I think they're 50s, and they have one gold top with P90s, and that thing is really heavy compared to this. This is weighs like my R9. I think it's 8.7 or something, the weight on it. All right, chicken guitars, go grab the kiddo. I'll catch you later. On another note, I did get my NAMM pass. It was yesterday, I believe it came in, because I mentioned on my show on Monday night that I had booked the flight, the hotel, and everything for NAMM, but I still didn't have my NAMM pass, so I was waiting to see what was going on with that, because I'm getting it through my work, because I work in multimedia, so I was able to just contact NAMM for Summer NAMM and just tell them that, and they put me in as not a vendor, but a buyer, I guess they call it. So I did the same thing this time, and I did that probably like 4 weeks ago, and I still hadn't received any notification or anything. So I called them. I called them yesterday and said, "Did you guys get my registration application? Because they did charge me for it, because I got the bill on the credit card, work credit card, for the registration, and I didn't receive a pass or confirmation or anything." So I called them, and they looked up in the system, and they said, "Oh yeah, everything was approved like pretty much the same day that you applied for it, because you've already been to Summer NAMM and we've got you in the system." And I said, "Well, I didn't receive anything." So apparently it got stuck in junk mail or something of that nature. So they resent it, and I checked it, and there it was. So I'm all good to go. So I think now the next step is to contact some of the contacts that I did make when I was there at Summer NAMM with Epiphone and Gibson, and see if I can get some credentials to go to. I'm sure they're going to be having some events of some sort, so I'm trying to get some credentials to go to those things and cover that, and bring you guys some footage of that stuff. Hopefully that will happen. Because when I went to NAMM this summer, we went to a VIP thing for Gibson, and it was really cool. And so I'm sure they're going to do something like that at Winter NAMM. So I'm hoping to go to that. So I'll find out soon enough. I got to write an email to some of the people I met and see what happens. Thrash metal's in here. I'm buying some. So Dr. Guitar says he's buying something else, not a Gibson or Epiphone. Oh, okay. Well, it's not what I thought then. I might be selling one of my guitars, and it's the red one back there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. Yeah, the red Friedman. I might. I'm still on the fence on it. I just don't play it that much, and I thought I would be using it for a lot of recording and that, but I've been able to do everything that Strat can do with the Telly when I need that type of tone. It doesn't have to be exactly that tone, and I, so I'm not using it that much, so I could free up some cash by doing that. And I'm still looking for that Les Paul Custom, so that would give me a little bit of cash to go and find that guitar soon. So maybe this winter or something, I can pick up the Les Paul Custom that I'm looking for, if I find the right one. Yeah, the Friedman, Dr. Guitar Dave. Yeah. That's the only Friedman I've got left. I basically sold my Friedman Telecaster, and I bought the Ernie Ball bass when I did that. So now the Friedman Strat. I really love that Strat though. I mean, it's hard to decide to whether or not to do it. So that's why I'm kind of on the fence with it. So I'll let you know. I'll put it up on my channel someday if I do decide to do that, and if anybody wants it, then they can make an offer or whatever. It's going to be a good deal for, especially for you guys in the States, because that guitar in Canada, the Friedman Strat, sells for $4,000 plus tax. So it's not cheap. That's not what I'm going to sell it for, obviously, but it'd be nice. Somebody wants to give me $4,000 for it, I'll take it. The Docpa, what's going on? Buy used Hammer USA if you really want a good guitar. I had a Hammer back in the day. It was oh geez, that would have been, what year would that have been? Early 90s, I think. I had a Hammer. Well, I was playing bass, obviously, so I had Hammer bass. It was like an Explorer type body, and it was a USA made. I bought it in Toronto. I picked it up at Steve's music store, pretty big music store, or not big. I went to, it's kind of a crappy music store now, but it's known in Toronto. So I picked it up there at a good deal, and I didn't play it that much. I thought I would play it much, like a lot. I was I was always a Nikki Sixx fan and stuff, and he played them for a while. So when I saw it, I just moved to Toronto, and we never saw those where I was from in Grand Falls, New Brunswick. There was no music stores, and the ones that there were close by didn't have anything like hammers and stuff like that. So hammers, whatever they're called. So when I saw that one, when I moved to Toronto, I really wanted it. So I picked it up and I played it a little bit, but it was kind of really unbalanced. It was one of those guitars or basses that was kind of weird, the balance on it. So when you had it on your shoulder or whatever, it would dip, and wasn't that comfortable to play. It sounded okay, but it wasn't that comfortable. Then I was playing Charvels, and I had a Fender Jazz bass as well back then, so I was playing those ones way more than the Hamer. And then at one point I went and tried the Music Man stuff, probably I would say mid-90s, and then that's all I played since then. So as far as basses go, it was always a Music Man. And yeah, I've tried different ones, BC Rich stuff, I've tried Fender stuff, but after I found the Ernie Ball, that was it. I really blended with that, and I kind of stick with it, and that's what I have back there now. $4,000, not custom make not will cost you a real quality guitar. Sure, Dogpaw. For $4,000, you can probably get a really nice custom guitar, but that's what they sell for. And if you want Friedman or SMEERs or custom shop Fenders and custom shop guitars like Gibsons and stuff, if you're buying them new anyway here in my area, that's what they go for. I've never seen a Les Paul that compares to a Hamer Sunburst. Really? I don't know. I'm pretty partial to Les Pauls. No way I'm spending $4,000 for a custom guitar. I know, right? Gussie, what's going on? Gussie will buy my my Friedman guitar. Okay. That's my Mesa Cali patch. Little clean. Let's see what we got. Brian, not out driving by the house today. No, Gussie. It's not really motorcycle weather right now. Well, I mean, I could. I just dressed for it. Hoping on the weekend we get a good day. Saturday looks like it's going to be okay. It's going to be cold, but it's going to be sunny at least, so should be able to get out for a day of riding for sure with the new bike. Let's see. Just looking at your comments here. Alex Radford, what's going on, brother? Another day with no power, really? Wow, that sucks. What's the deal with that? Why are they doing that in California? Is there something wrong with their system, or what the hell? Like, I heard somebody else say that last week, that they were cutting power in certain areas at certain times for some reason, but I didn't get the full information. Kind of weird. Brian, you need to move to Arizona. 360 days of riding. Yeah, I don't know if it's 360 days though. I think your summer, probably from July, August, probably even June, is probably way too hot to even ride motorcycle. But yeah, I agree with you. The rest of the year is awesome. So that would be really cool. We want to get to Arizona at some point. Whether or not we ride our bikes down there, or we fly down and spend a week or something and rent some motorcycles while we're down there, that's something we'd like to do for sure. We're supposed to, they're going to cut power here. We got an email last week about it. They're just doing some maintenance on our road, and I think they're cutting the power from Sunday morning. I think 7 to 11, they said. So, it sucks. Rolling brownouts. Oh, that sucks. Brad Miller, what's going on, man? Mr. Brad Miller in the house. Hey, Guitar Hack, what's going on? Happy birthday to Guitar Hack. I think he said he was 53, I think. But hope you're having a good birthday. I'm not sure if you worked today or if you had a day off, but if you're enjoying your day, I know you're having a show tonight, so that'd be cool. And you better be wearing the KISS makeup, because that was the deal, the Ace makeup. If you are not wearing the Ace makeup tonight, I will be very disappointed. I might have to to boycott your channel for a while if you don't wear the KISS makeup tonight. Let's see. There's no helmet law in Arizona. Yeah, don't worry. I wear my helmet anyway. I did that when we did a trip to Sturgis back in 2007, and it was cool riding with no helmet and stuff. But you know, when you think about it, it just takes that split second and you go down. As cool as that is to ride with no helmet, it's not going to be too cool after you go down or something happens. That could be the end of you, or if not, you'll be in a serious state. Its public safety shut off from the large fires went through California and killed many. Oh, it's about the fires? Wow. Wow, that's really crazy. Oregon Steve. Nice gold top. Yeah, this is the Gibson R6, I guess. This is a 96, actually. And it's in awesome condition. For a 96 that's been played, it's super good condition. I mean, there's a few scuffs in the back. Not a lot. Like, I was expecting a lot worse when I went to see it and when I bought it. Because the guy said, you know, it's a 96. It's in really good condition. It has been played. And there's a few little marks in the back. And I said, oh, okay, I'll go check it out anyway. And I was quite impressed with it, so hence I bought it. So that's why I liked it. Let's see. Oh, Guitar Hack, you work today? Oh shit. Hopefully you do something on the weekend, celebrate your birthday, go out for dinner with the wife, or I'm not sure if you have a gig or not. Just looking at your questions here. No makeup tonight. Come on, Guitar Hack. You gotta live up to. You gotta be a man of your word, bro. Or, oh man, keep your word for your fans. Dog Puss says, Guitar Hack, you rock. You rock okay for me. Don't need any makeup. Well, I said if I get to 1,000 that I will appear in Kiss makeup of some sort. So, but I am not anywhere near that. So by that time, if it happens, hey, I said it, so it's on record. Gig Friday, dinner Saturday. Okay. Promises were made for me, and we'll do a special video. All right. What do we say? What am I using for tones, Alex Radford? I'm just using my Helix, and I'm using a Mesa Cali amp model with a 412 cab. And really, that's pretty much it for the patch. There's not a whole lot. Like right now, that's just using the amp, the cab, and an EP booster, I guess, at the end of the chain, and an EQ that I just kind of tweak some frequencies at the end of the whole patch. And that's the clean. Guitar is set so that both pickups are active right now. I like the tone of a Les Paul when both pickups are active, but what I do is I roll off a little bit of the neck pickup just to get a little bit more. Like I find that like right now in the clean I don't really worry about it, but in a distorted, so if I put a distortion on with both pickups on, it sounds okay, but I like a little bit more bite to it, so I just roll that off a bit. So if I put it on just the bridge, you'll see a difference. Like, so when I put both pickups on and roll off the neck pickup a little bit, I get. Here's the bridge. Both pickups. Just fills out the sound a lot more. And I do that with the R9 as well. I still go to my bridge pickup most of the time if I'm playing heavier stuff or if I need more, a little bit more bite. But a lot of the times I use both pickups and I just roll off that neck a little bit and it gives me a nice full. to just try something. You guys let me know if it's working, because I haven't tried this yet since doing this update to this software. So I want to see if my phone or the music from my phone will come through again. If not, then I know I need to reconfigure that part of the settings. So just give me 1 second. Let's see, and just make sure I didn't miss any of your questions here. Have a good day, Oregon Steve. Get back to work. There you go. There we go. Get a little bit more bite. Yeah, exactly, Dave. I just like the fullness of both pickups. Because if I go to my bridge, just fills it up a lot more, I think. I'm just going to try that thing with my phone just to make sure that that's still working. I won't play the whole thing, but just a little piece, if it even works. All right, that looks like that worked. Let me know if it did. If it didn't, then you might have just heard me picking away and no backing track. But as far as I could tell in my headphones, it was working, and my meters were showing me a volume, so I'm assuming it went out. Backing track loud enough. Not loud enough. Okay. All right. All that I can adjust. But as long as it is coming through, that means that my configuration doesn't need to be set in my mixer. So I just need to adjust volumes at this point. But cool. Cool. And I do have, this is just the rock, I guess, my patch in a rock setting. So it is distorted, but it's not like crazy. But then if you go to the crunch setting, then you get more of the... So you get a lot more distortion on that part. So let me just go back. Let's see. Guitar Hack, when are you gonna buy a real guitar? I don't know, man. That's as real as I'm getting. It's gonna be custom shop all the way. The R9 and this R6 have kind of ruined all the other guitars for me. Every time I try a guitar now, it really takes a lot for it to stand up to these two. For me anyway, for what I like as far as the feel and the sound and stuff that I'm looking for. So word of advice, don't try something that sticks with you and it's really expensive because it's hard to go back. Let me see what else we've got. Backing track needs to be much louder. Yeah. And I think, you know what? The other thing I wanted to try was music directly from my computer. I don't know if I can do this, but let me see. I might be able to do it. Let me see if this works or not. I don't know if it will. Wow, that's crazy loud in my headphones. I don't know what it's like for you guys. Wow. Try that. All right. You can definitely hear that, right? Because it's super loud in my headphones, but my level is pretty much the same as I was seeing from the phone. So the mix just about perfect there. Is the backing track that I just played very loud though? Because it came across super loud in my headphones. Just let me know that and I'll make a quick adjustment. Yep, that works. Okay. But I think I need to turn it down a bit, right? Because otherwise I need to make some adjustments through the monitoring station so that my headphones aren't blasting with that backing track. That's the problem with all this stuff. You got to kind of balance everything. So it's one thing to send your audio out to YouTube and have everything mixed properly, but when you're monitoring through in-ears or headphones, that can take a different path and you have to adjust that separately, and that's always a challenge. Just right. Wow, okay. Nope, it was just right. Wow. I don't know why that sounds so loud in my headphones. Let's try that again. Interesting. All right. Well, now the backing track is really. All right. Let me do this then. See if I can get that adjustment done while we're here. This is what this live stream is for, so bear with me. sometimes I got to reconfigure some stuff. Where did I see my other? Maybe it's this one. Let's see. Yeah, I'll try this country thing. I don't know if that's going to work. All right, that should have been okay, because in my headphones the backing track is way loud enough. Let's see what you guys say. Give it a minute. Give me a heads up, that last one. Oh, thank you, Dogpa. Thank you. No, that's Jabby. Yeah, that's a little bit of... That was called like a Danny Gatlin backing track. So, hopefully the volume was okay in my headphones. Anyway, it seemed okay. That's the trick now, is just getting... Because if you guys say that was okay, then I'll mark that as my level that I need to be at on my mixer. And if something needs to go up, let me know. Dr. Guitars, any input? Give you a second here. It was really close to perfect. Just bring the guitar up here. Okay. So let me go back to that track, that same track. Let me hit play. All right, here's the... Okay, hold on. Now it should be okay. that. Pause that one. All right, it should be okay. I hope, anyway. Let's see. Mic, guitar, and backing track are nice there. Okay. Bobby Clipper, how are ya? Let's see. Perfect. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'm a little jealous. All right. So at least the level's okay. I'm going to keep it at that, which gives me minus 12 dB is what it's saying for my virtual backing track. That's coming from the computer side of it. Do I get, let me just see this for a second.
Got our money problems right and dropping them limits like a hot potato, 50 down to 30, oh man.
All right. So I've got that set up the same level. So technically it should be the same. So I'll keep it at that. I'll mark it down and we'll call it okay for now. The time you played before, some of your licks blended too well with the backing track and it kind of got lost. This time it stood out. Okay, well that's good. All right, well that's what I needed to know. Thank you guys. I really appreciate your help. Testing sounds good. Hey, Pooh Ninja's in the house. Quentin James in the house. A lot of people here today. Let's see. Dogpa says, I play with tons of backing tracks. None have the same mix. And yeah, that's the problem with the backing track. When you download them or just stream them or whatever, they're all recorded a little differently so that you have to keep tweaking your sound. But I think if you've got a mixer and you've got some meters on your computer that you can look at when you're playing. So now I know at around minus 12 that the backing track is equal to what my guitar volume is at right now. And my guitar volume, I think if I go max here, I'm just a little above minus 12, which, you know, seems to be working. So as long as I make a note of that and I always do the same thing, then I should be in the ballpark when I do any type of playing live. Dale Palmer, how are you, Dale? Hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've done an afternoon stream. I haven't done one in a few weeks. Keep doing my Monday show, but I don't always do an afternoon one. So we're 45 minutes into this one already. Wow, time flies. I was working from home today. I work from home usually on Thursdays unless I have something I need to be at the studio for. And so it gives me a chance. I work till about 3 and then I can do some other stuff here and I don't have to deal with traffic and get home and all that stuff. And I was going to talk about something else. I didn't write it down, so that's why I should write all my stuff down that I want to talk about. I already talked about NAMM, so that's all set and ready to go. I leave on the 15th, I believe. Yeah, the 15th of January, which is a Wednesday. So I should be in California on Wednesday afternoon. So January 15th, the afternoon. Unless there's some crazy winter storm going on at that time and delays and airports and all. You know how the fun stuff happens when you're flying or traveling in the winter months in Canada anyway. Terry, what's going on? Test. Yeah, just a quick test. I'm glad that the friggin' software update didn't require me to do a full reconfiguration of all my settings and all my camera inputs and all the audio inputs, because that is a long process. And once you get it down and you save the file, you know, you want to be done with that and just do some little tweaks here and there to start over. It's just a pain, man. Gold top with P90s. Yeah, that's Mr. Gold Top today. There she is. This one I did a top wrap on it. Well, I didn't do it, but I brought it to get set up about 2 weeks ago. So I had never gotten it set up. I just bought it. I bought it used, like I said. It was set up pretty good, but I just wanted to bring it to my guy that does all my stuff as far as just a quick check over and, you know, do something. And he said, yeah, you want me to do a top wrap on it? You know, those are, you know, I guess a lot of people like that. I said, sure. I've never tried one, so he did that, and it doesn't feel a whole lot different to me. You know, my R9 is strung, you know, traditionally through it. It's not a top wrap, and when I play it, you know, I don't know. Maybe it does make a difference. I don't know. They say sustain wise, it makes a difference, but so anyway, I said, yeah, go ahead, man. String it up with the top wrapper. Just check something quickly here with Mr. Helix. Yeah, my tech just went through the whole guitar and said it was, you know, in great condition. A few little tweaks, adjusted the action a little bit for me. It was already pretty good, and then restrung it. And everything is good. But they are new strings, so it always takes a few times of playing them and stretching them a little bit to get them down to being perfectly. There we go. That should be all right. Top rack bugs. Oh, let me see. I gotta show your comment. Joe Hervey loves a new Call of Duty. Oh yeah, I used to play Call of Duty all the time. Back, well, I haven't played a lot of video games in the last 5-6 years. Anyway, I've just not have a lot of time, and there was nothing really intriguing. And my internet here again is shit, so doing any type of online gaming is not really in the cards. And when I did play Call of Duty or Ghost Recon or Rainbow Six or all those games, I really enjoyed playing them online with other people and stuff. So just playing the single player game wasn't, well, it's all right, but I really prefer the online thing with other players. But I've heard the new Call of Duty is really good, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. Top wrap bugs the shit out of me. Yeah, it doesn't make a difference to me, Dave. It's top wrap or standard strung guitar. It feels the same, I guess. Who won the election? No, Trudeau won again. But this time he's a minority government. So what that means is nothing will get done for the next 2 years or whatever. And because if it's a minority government, usually they call an election sooner than the 4-year mark. And I suspect it'll be the same type of deal. And when it's minority, the parties can't agree on anything, and then we just go through the cycle again, and nothing gets done. So yeah, fun times. Let's see. Top wrap just makes the tension a little less. I'd just raise a stop bar. Then you don't destroy the tailpiece. Oh, okay. Well, I might bring it back to when I restring it the next time. I might do it the standard way. But the guy said try it. You know, something different. Just hack it and put Evertune on it. Yeah, right. No, thank you. Not on these guitars. Joe says, Brian, you should get back into it. The new game is on point. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check out the new game for sure. Your buddy, Terry says his buddy would be pissed. He's sitting on a set of custom-made P90s with no Les Paul, or otherwise he'd put him in. Well, yeah, you need a Les Paul. Everybody needs a Les Paul. James Severin. Yeah, Jacko Cote playing a Les Paul. I wonder if Jacko ever played, well, I'm sure he played guitars, but I don't know if he played Les Pauls once in a while. Dogpa says, put on a TP6 fine tuner, no more needed fine tuner. TP6 fine tuner. Not sure I know what that is. Joe Hervey, if you know video games, is the new NHL game good? I used to play that one a lot. What it essentially does, it allows you to sing the tailpiece in the body and lessens the brake angle across the bridge without raising the tailpiece. Ah, okay. See, I'm not that well educated when it comes to that type of guitar setup. I think if Jocko played a Les Paul, he would have kicked ass on it. Absolutely. I agree, James. I do agree with that. Guy was phenomenal. Let's see. TP6 is a fine tuner tailpiece from back in the late 70s. Really? How come? I don't think I've ever seen that. I'll have to check that out. TP6. Interesting. See, you learn something new every day. Let's see what we got. Games, no, keep playing the guitar. Yeah, that's what I focus on more now. Instead of playing games, but when I stopped playing the video game stuff, not that I was playing a lot of them, but I enjoyed them back in the day, but I was just getting really in my career as far as photography and stuff, so that was taking up 100% of my time, and now back into music, that is taking up a huge amount of my time. So there's only so many hours in the day, and I prefer to use it doing other things, I guess, which playing guitar or writing music, or doing photography and videography. I think those are my priorities as far as things that I'm into, and motorcycles, obviously. But we're getting to the end of motorcycle season, which is sad. I think we might get a few more weeks in. It looks like maybe Saturday there might be some good weather, cold but sunny anyway. As long as it's sunny and there's no, the roads are not too slick as far as frost and things of that nature. So hopefully we get another few weeks of that, and then I think we're probably going to have to store the bikes after that. So mid-November we're probably going to store them, and then we won't probably take them out again until April. So yeah, that's sad. Especially I just got these bikes, these new ones. We just got them last week, so we're all excited to go out and ride them a lot. But it is what it is. Check out the paper on tuning at True Temperament site. Okay. Interesting. Janice Lala. Janice Layla. Janice gets her own song when she comes to the chats. Let me see if there's another. I don't even know. I just bring up these searches on YouTube and I type in backing tracks and stuff, and I just pick one and go with it. A lot of times I don't know what the hell I'm going to be listening to, but interesting names. Country rock guitar backing track. Let's see what that sounds like. What the hell? No, thank you. See, the volume on them are all over the place. As soon as you try one, it's like Brent Mason style. Let's see what this sounds like. All right, that's interesting. All right, I won't torture you guys anymore. Site called Guitar Backing Tracks is great. Yeah, there's a few. I haven't checked like dedicated site. I just go on YouTube and I type in a search, or I use my phone and I go on Apple Music and I type in backing tracks, and whatever comes up put that. Let's do some Zakk Wylde stuff. There we go. Put that on. Might have to go to the bridge pickup on this one. That's my Zakk Wylde impression. Not too great. Not too great, that one. Let's see. Dogpa says they have all songs by artist, alphabet. And okay, that's cool. I'm going to have to check that out. Guitar backing track. Yeah, I'll check that out. That'd be cool. I got to try backing tracks. Yeah, Janice, backing tracks are awesome. If you just want to jam along and do some stuff. I want to see if there must be something kind of cool here we can try with this distortion. Tony Iommi blacking. It says Tony Iommi Black Sabbath style backing track. Let's see what this sounds like. Let's see. C minor. It's not in. Oh yeah, it's C sharp. Sorry, I knew it wasn't dead on, but it sounded like super loud. Interesting. Very interesting. That track. Yeah, it is out of tune, actually, that track. You're right, Dogpa. It says it's in C sharp, but when I'm playing along with it, I'm tuned 440, and this is C sharp, and that's a little out. So whoever recorded that was just a tad off. But anyway, it gives us a little fun thing to try once in a while. All right, I'm an hour in. I got to get going. I got to get dinner and all that fun stuff. Thanks for jumping in and doing this test with me. I'm glad that I didn't have to reconfigure my whole system out and that the update is done. So I can sleep a little bit better now that I don't have to worry about that part of it. Let's see. Just double check the chat here. If you've got any last requests or questions, put them in there. If not, then I'm going to jet and go do some cooking. Let's see. Yeah, Janice, if you're using a drum machine and chords or whatever, you kind of have a backing track there built in. So with that, I bid you a farewell, a good night. I'm sure we'll see you folks online tonight. I know Guitar Hack's doing something, so check that out and be good. Have a great weekend. If we don't go live again before then, and yeah, all that fun stuff, right? Just keep playing your guitar, having fun. And again, thank you very much for jumping in and giving me the feedback I needed to make sure all this stuff is still working like it should. And Monday night, still scheduled for a live show Monday night. Don't have the agenda yet, but tune in for that. And what else? I think that's about it, folks. So have a great rest of the day, and we will talk to you soon, all right? Take care, folks.